my intentions are good, but sometimes I speak too soon. I say, sure, I can do that. But in reality, maybe I can't, or maybe I resent doing it because I really didn't want to do it. So if you are faced with something and someone asks something of you, and you say, oh yes, I can do that. I promise that, I will take that trip with you, or I promise I will, whatever it is, there's so many things we can promise in life. I'll promise I'll give you that loan. Don't ever do that. I mean, when somebody comes to you and asks you a favor, or asks you to do something, and it's not in your wheelhouse and you're very hesitant about it, just use your gut instinct. And if you hesitate just for a minute, that means don't do it. Do not take on a responsibility or an obligation that you cannot and you don't feel like fulfilling. And we do that so often, and it's so easy, because if you have a good heart and you're kind and you love people around you, you more than likely want to say yes, but you really just can't. And the third one is something that I've spoken about before, I think in a couple of videos ago. Don't hide your love. Do not just take it for granted that they know that you love them. Just say, oh, well, I don't have to tell them. I do so many things with them. They know that I love them. Not necessarily so. Everybody needs a pat on the back. Everyone needs to be wanted and loved. That is just our nature, human nature. Even babies that are not held and fondled and cradled, they wither away. It's just a basic human need that we all have. So don't wait till it's too late to tell those around you that you love, even your dog. I tell Sophie every day, and I don't know whether she knows what I'm talking about or not, but I tell my Sophie every day, I love you, Sophie, and she looks at me with those big eyes, and I say, well, I hope she understands what I'm saying. So don't wait to tell someone that you love them. And this is one I really have to tell my husband all the time. Don't hold on to bitter feelings. He was in partnership with an attorney in New York, and it wound up this attorney did some really terrible things to Arthur and his business, and it really was dastardly, to be honest with you. But Arthur won't let go. And this was 20 years ago, he cannot find it in his heart to forgive this man, and he talks about it constantly. And do you know what that's doing? All that is doing is simmering and seething and eating away at him. He won't let it go. And he would be much happier and have a better life, even though he is almost 94, but he would have a much better life if he focused it on something positive, and he would let go of his partner who was not exactly honest. But to this day, he still resents him. And it's, part of him, I think, that really counsel him and say, let it go, Arthur, let it go. He won't let it go. But I want you to be able to not hold on to grudges, not hold on to or anything. Always try to find something positive in your mind that is attached and will erase those feelings. And another thing that never